Picture this: endless sun-drenched roads, the scent of orange blossoms carried on warm Mediterranean winds, and six of Spain's most spectacular cities waiting to unveil their secrets. This is the ultimate Spanish road trip, a journey through centuries of history, architectural masterpieces, and flavors that will change the way you think about travel forever. From Valencia's futuristic skyline to Sevilla's passionate flamenco beats, we're taking you on an unforgettable adventure through the heart of Spain. Buckle up, because this is going to be incredible. Our journey begins in Valencia, Spain's third largest city, where the past and future collide in the most spectacular way. And nowhere is this more evident than at the Ciudad de las Artes y las Ciencias, the city of arts and sciences. Designed by Santiago Calatrava, this architectural wonderland looks like it landed from another planet. The flowing white structures rise from azure pools, creating reflections that blur the line between water and sky. The hemispheric, with its giant eye-like design, houses an IMAX cinema and planetarium. It's not just a building, it's a statement. But step into Valencia's old town and you're transported back centuries. These narrow medieval streets tell stories of Moorish rule, Christian reconquest, and artistic revolution. The Plaza de la Virgen pulses with life, locals gathering at outdoor cafes, the fountains splashing in the afternoon heat. The Valencia Cathedral dominates the skyline, a masterpiece of Gothic, Romanesque and Baroque architecture blended over 7 centuries. But here's the kicker: inside this cathedral sits what many believe is the actual Holy Grail. That Holy Grail, the ancient chalice dating back to the 1st century, rests behind protective glass, attracting pilgrims and curious travelers from around the world. Climbing the 207 steps of the Miguelete Bell Tower is worth every breath. From up here, Valencia spreads out below, terracotta roofs, the green ribbon of the Turia Gardens, and the Mediterranean shimmering in the distance. The Mercado Central is a feast for the senses. This Art Nouveau masterpiece, with its stunning stained glass dome, houses over 400 vendors, mountains of fresh produce, glistening seafood just hours from the ocean, hanging jamón ibérico, and the sweetest oranges you'll ever taste. This is where Valencia's culinary soul lives. The Turia Gardens, when the Turia River was diverted after devastating floods in 1957, Valencia did something remarkable. Instead of building highways, they created a 9-kilometer park through the heart of the city. It's urban planning at its absolute finest. And at the eastern end, one of the most incredible aquariums in the world. L'Oceanographic is Europe's largest aquarium, and it's mind-blowing. The building itself, with its wave-like architecture, seems to flow like water, but it's what's inside that takes your breath away. Walking through the underwater tunnels, you're surrounded by life, sharks gliding overhead, massive rays floating like alien spacecraft, schools of fish moving in perfect synchronization. The Oceans exhibit holds 7 million liters of water and recreates a complete Atlantic ecosystem. The Arctic section houses beluga whales, these incredible white giants with their curious, intelligent eyes. The dolphin show isn't just entertainment, it's a demonstration of the remarkable intelligence of these creatures. And the jellyfish displays? Pure living art. these ethereal beings pulsing with bioluminescent light in the darkness. Valencia's artistic soul extends beyond architecture. The IVAM, Institut Valencià d'Art Modern, is a sanctuary for contemporary art lovers. Walking through galleries filled with Julio González sculptures, abstract expressionist works, and cutting-edge installations from emerging artists, you realize Valencia isn't just preserving history, it's actively creating it. The Museum of Fine Arts of Valencia, housed in a stunning Baroque building, takes you on a journey through 7 centuries of Spanish art. Works by Velázquez, Goya, and El Greco hang alongside masterpieces by Valencian artists like Joaquín Sorolla, whose light-drenched paintings of Mediterranean beaches practically radiate sunshine. Standing before these canvases, you can feel the passion and technique that went into every brushstroke. This is Spain's artistic legacy, bold, emotional, and utterly captivating. With Valencia in the rearview mirror, we point south toward Murcia. The highway cuts through Spain's sun-baked landscape, olive groves stretching to the horizon, hilltop villages frozen in time, and that brilliant blue sky that seems to follow you everywhere in this country. Murcia doesn't get the tourist attention of its more famous neighbors, and honestly, that's part of its charm. This is authentic Spain, where locals outnumber tourists 10 to 1, and every plaza feels like a neighborhood gathering. But make no mistake, Murcia punches way above its weight. The Catedral de Santa Maria is proof. This Baroque masterpiece took over 400 years to complete, and every inch shows meticulous craftsmanship. The main facade is like a stone symphony, saints, angels, and elaborate carvings creating a wall of art that catches the golden hour light in ways that will stop you in your tracks. Step inside and the temperature drops, the sounds of the city fade, and you're surrounded by soaring Gothic vaults and chapels dripping with gold leaf. The Plaza de los Flores is Murcia's beating heart. Flower vendors fill the square with explosions of color, while surrounding cafes serve up café con leche and the local specialty, marinera, a tapa that's basically a tiny work of art featuring bread, Russian salad, and an anchovy. Simple, perfect, and utterly addictive. Spending time in Murcia's old quarter, you get a sense of Spanish life unfiltered by tourism. Locals spilling out of tapas bars, animated conversations echoing off ancient walls. The ritual of the evening paseo when entire families stroll through the streets. This is the Spain that Spaniards live in. The road to Granada takes us deeper into Andalusia. The landscape transforms, rolling hills give way to dramatic mountains, and in the distance, even in summer, you can make out the peaks of the Sierra Nevada. Granada sits at the foot of these mountains, and as you approach, you understand why the Moors called this place a paradise. Granada, just saying the name conjures images of Moorish splendor, flamenco passion, and one of the most breathtaking monuments ever created by human hands. The Alhambra rises above the city like a crown, and it absolutely lives up to every expectation. Getting tickets to the Alhambra requires planning. They sell out months in advance, but trust me, standing in front of these ancient walls knowing you're about to step into a palace that dates back to the 13th century. That anticipation is part of the magic. The moment you step through those gates, the modern world disappears. You're walking the same paths that Moorish sultans walked 700 years ago. The air feels different here, cooler, quieter, charged with history. The Nazarid palaces are the crown jewel of the Alhambra, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can prepare you for what you're about to see. Islamic art reaches its absolute zenith here. The court of the myrtles stops you in your tracks. The perfectly still reflecting pool mirrors the palace facade, creating a symmetry that feels almost mathematical in its perfection. The ancient myrtles lining the pool released their subtle fragrance into the air. This was the official chamber where the Sultan received the ambassadors. Imagine the power play of making visitors walk through this before even entering the throne room. But it's the details that make the Alhambra transcendent. Every surface is alive with patterned carved stucco walls featuring intricate arabesque designs, geometric tile work that seems to vibrate with complexity, Arabic calligraphy flowing like poetry made stone. "There is no victor but God" repeats throughout the palace, a reminder of the Islamic faith that inspired this beauty. The Court of the Lions is iconic for a reason. 12 marble lions support the central fountain, water flowing from their mouths in a hydraulic system that's been working for over 600 years. The slender columns surrounding the courtyard create a forest of stone, their capitals carved with such delicate detail they look like lace frozen in time. Look up in the hall of the Abencerrajes. That ceiling, that impossibly complex star-shaped dome, is called a muqarnas. Thousands of individual carved pieces fitted together to create what looks like mathematical perfection meets organic growth. The way light filters through from above creates an ever-changing pattern throughout the day. The Hall of the Two Sisters might be even more spectacular. Its dome contains over 5,000 individual cells of carved stucco, creating a ceiling that resembles a honeycomb or stars or Islamic paradise, depending on how the light hits it. This was the Sultan's private chambers, and you can understand why he never wanted to leave. The views from the palace windows frame Granada like living paintings. The whitewashed houses of the Albaicin neighborhood climbing the opposite hillside, the Sierra Nevada mountains in the distance, and below, the city that the Moors loved so much they wept when they had to surrender it in 1492. The Generalife, the Sultan's summer palace and gardens, proves the Moors were master gardeners as well as architects. Water is everywhere here, flowing through channels, spouting from fountains, creating that precious sound in the Spanish heat. Roses, jasmine, and citrus trees fill the air with perfume. This was paradise on earth. Quite literally, the garden layout follows Islamic descriptions of heaven. Walking these paths with the sound of water constant, the shade of cypress trees and flowers blooming in riot colors, you understand the Islamic concept of paradise as a garden. In a desert civilization, what could be more valuable than water, shade, and beauty? The Alcázar, the oldest part of the Alhambra complex, tells a different story. This is the fortress, all defensive walls, watchtowers, and military pragmatism. Climbing the Torre de la Vela, the tallest tower, gives you 360-degree views across Granada and reminds you that the Alhambra wasn't just a palace. It was a self-contained city with its own defenses. The Palace of Charles V sits in stark contrast to the Moorish palaces, a massive Renaissance structure that Holy Roman Emperor Charles V built after the Christian conquest. As the sun sets, the Alhambra transforms again. The walls glow golden, the shadows deepen, and you understand why Washington Irving wrote that this place was a fairy palace of the genii. The Alhambra isn't just a monument, it's a masterpiece of human achievement that reminds you what we're capable of creating when art, faith, and ambition align. Down in the city center, the Granada Cathedral tells the story of Christian Spain reclaiming this territory. Built on the site of Granada's main mosque, this Renaissance masterpiece took 181 years to complete. The royal chapel next door holds the tombs of Ferdinand and Isabella, the Catholic monarchs who completed the Reconquista by taking Granada in 1492. But to really feel Granada's soul, you need to get lost in the Albaicin. This ancient Moorish quarter is a maze of narrow cobblestone streets, whitewashed houses with flower-filled balconies, and hidden plazas where time seems to move differently. The Mirador de San Nicolás offers what might be the most photographed view in Spain. The Alhambra floating above the city with the Sierra Nevada as a backdrop. As the sun sets and the call to prayer drifts up from a nearby mosque, you're reminded that Granada's multicultural heritage is alive and well. Leaving Granada behind, we wind our way through the mountains toward Ronda. This drive is spectacular. The road snakes through the Sierra de las Nieves, past white villages perched impossibly on hillsides, through forests of cork oak and Spanish fir. This is Andalusia's wild heart, and it's breathtaking. And then you see it, Ronda, a city literally split in two by a 120-meter deep gorge. The first glimpse of the Puente Nuevo spanning that greatness is one of those travel moments that makes you pull over and just stare. Ronda is drama personified. Built on a massive limestone plateau, the city has been a strategic stronghold for over 3,000 years. Phoenicians, Romans, Moors, and Christians have all left their mark here. But nothing defines Ronda quite like El Tajo, the gorge that splits the old and new towns. The Puente Nuevo, the new bridge, is anything but new. Completed in 1793, this stone masterpiece took 42 years to build and stands 98 meters above the Guadalquivir River. Looking down from the bridge into the gorge induces a delicious vertigo. Ronda claims the title of the birthplace of modern bullfighting, and the Plaza de Toros is a temple to this controversial tradition. Whether you support bullfighting or not tells an important part of Spanish cultural history. The viewpoints around Ronda's edge offer some of Spain's most spectacular vistas. The countryside spreads out below, endless olive groves, distant mountains, and white villages that look like they've been scattered by giants. The light here, especially at sunset, has a quality that painters have tried to capture for centuries. The Arab baths are remarkably well-preserved remnants of Moorish Ronda. These 13th century baths with their star-shaped skylights and horseshoe arches show the Islamic emphasis on cleanliness and the social importance of bathhouses. Light filters through the ceiling in geometric patterns, creating an atmosphere that's both serene and timeless. From Ronda, we head northeast to Córdoba. The landscape gradually changes from mountain to rolling hills covered in olive trees, millions of them creating a silvery green sea that stretches to the horizon. This is olive oil country, and the trees here have been producing liquid gold for over 2,000 years. Córdoba, in the 10th century, this was one of the most advanced cities in the world, a beacon of learning, culture and religious tolerance where Muslims, Christians and Jews, among other religions, lived and worked together. That legacy is written into every stone of this magnificent city. And nothing embodies that legacy like the Mezquita, the great mosque of Córdoba. From the outside, the fortress-like walls give little hint of the marvel contained within. But step through those doors and you enter something unlike anywhere else on Earth. A forest, that's the only way to describe it. 856 columns stretch in every direction, creating a space that feels infinite. The famous red and white horseshoe arches create a hypnotic rhythm, playing tricks with perspective, so you can't quite tell where the space begins or ends. These columns were recycled from Roman and Visigothic buildings. You can see different styles of capitals side by side, different colors of marble and granite. The mihrab, the prayer niche indicating the direction of Mecca, is a masterpiece of Islamic art. The horseshoe arch is covered in gold mosaics. Byzantine artisans were brought from Constantinople to create them. The Byzantine emperor himself gifted the gold tesserae, a remarkable moment of cooperation between Christian and Muslim worlds. After the Christian reconquest, King Charles V authorized building a cathedral in the mosque's heart. When he saw the finished result, legend says he told the builders, "You have built what you or others might have built anywhere, but you have destroyed something that was unique in the world." It's jarring, controversial and fascinating. Gothic vaults soar above Islamic arches, Baroque altarpieces shine behind ancient columns. It's a physical argument about conquest, preservation, and what we owe to history. Some see sacrilege, others see testament to Spain's layered identity. In the end, everyone leaves with something to think about. Beyond the Mezquita, Córdoba's Jewish quarter is a maze of impossibly narrow streets, whitewashed walls and flower-filled patios. The Calleja de las Flores, Street of the Flowers, is one of the most photographed spots in Córdoba, a narrow alley that frames the Mezquita's bell tower with an explosion of geraniums. The Mudéjar-style decoration, Islamic artistic techniques employed by Christian and Jewish artisans, shows how cultural exchange created something new and beautiful. The Roman bridge spans the Guadalquivir River, connecting the old city to the Torre de la Calahorra fortress. Walking across at sunset with the Mezquita reflecting in the water and the sky turning orange and purple, views across Córdoba that help you understand why so many civilizations fought to control this strategic position. The Seville Cathedral is the largest Gothic cathedral in the world and the third largest church of any kind. Built on the site of Almohad Mosque after the Christian reconquest, the builders had one stated goal: let us build a church so beautiful and so grand that those who see it finished will think we are mad. Mission accomplished. Walking into this space is overwhelming. The Giralda, that's the star of the show. This tower started life as the minaret of the mosque. Built in the 12th century, after the Christian conquest, they added the Renaissance bell tower on top, creating this unique blend of Islamic and Christian architecture that's become Sevilla's icon. Standing before it, you're looking at the work of generations of craftsmen who never saw the finished product. Plaza de España is Sevilla on steroids. Built for the 1929 Ibero-American Exposition, this massive semicircular complex wraps around a plaza big enough to hold thousands. 4 bridges cross the canal representing the 4 ancient kingdoms of Spain, and the ceramic tile alcoves, one for each Spanish province, create a colorful encyclopedia of Spain's regions. The level of craftsmanship is extraordinary. Each provincial alcove features hand-painted ceramic tiles depicting historical scenes, coats of arms, and maps. You can rent a rowboat and paddle the canal, or just walk the length of the building, marveling at the Moorish revival architecture that somehow feels both modern and ancient. For something completely different, the Metropol Parasol, locals call it Las Setas, the mushrooms, is the world's largest wooden structure. This undulating canopy covers the old market square, creating shade and a stunning modern counterpoint to all the historic architecture. From the walkway on top, you get a bird's-eye view of Sevilla's rooftops and a reminder that the city isn't frozen in the past. Cross the Guadalquivir to Triana and you're in Sevilla's soul. This is the traditional gypsy quarter, birthplace of flamenco, home of bullfighters and ceramic artists. The neighborhood still produces the ceramic tiles that decorate buildings across Sevilla. Walking these streets, you can hear flamenco guitar drifting from bars, see elderly women in traditional dress chatting on corners, feel the authentic pulse of Sevillano life. You can't leave Sevilla without experiencing flamenco in its birthplace. In a small tablao, a flamenco venue, the dance unfolds. The guitarist's fingers blur across strings, creating rhythms that seem impossible. The singer's voice carries centuries of pain and joy. And then the dancer, the way the body becomes percussion, emotion and story all at once. The zapateado footwork sounds like thunder. The hand movements tell tales without words. This isn't performance, it's possession. The Plaza de Toros de la Maestranza is one of Spain's most important bullrings. Whether or not you agree with bullfighting, this is a significant part of Sevillano culture. The Baroque facade in yellow and white, the museum inside showing the history of the corrida, and the arena itself where Spain's most famous matadors have faced the bulls. It's all part of understanding this complex city. This is the Spain people dream about. Warm nights, beautiful strangers, a guitar playing somewhere in the distance. Dinner in Sevilla is an event. Tapas bar hopping, moving from place to place, trying different small plates. A glass of wine here, some jamón there. This is how Sevillanos eat. The energy is infectious. Tables spill onto sidewalks, conversations get louder and more animated as the night goes on, and you realize this is what living well looks like. From Valencia's futuristic skyline to Sevilla's flamenco soul, this journey through southern Spain has been everything we hoped for and so much more. We've walked through Roman amphitheaters and Moorish palaces. We've climbed the medieval towers and crossed the bridges that defy gravity. We've tasted food that carries centuries of tradition in every bite. But beyond the monuments and the museums is the experience between destinations that stay with you. Those unexpected stops at roadside villages where everyone turned to look at the strangers. The conversations with locals who insisted we try their grandmother's restaurant. The wrong turns that led to perfect sunset viewpoints. The laughter, the sunburn, the sore feet and the constant wonderful sense of discovery. Spain reveals itself slowly. Each city we visited could have been a week-long trip on its own. But there's something about moving from place to place, seeing how the culture shifts and transforms while remaining distinctly Spanish, that gives you a deeper understanding of this incredible country. We came for the famous sights and they exceeded expectations. But we're living with something more, an appreciation for Spanish life, the way time moves differently here, the importance of gathering with friends over food, the passion that infuses everything from architecture to dance to simple conversation in a plaza. This is Andalusia, this is Spain, a country where every stone has a story, every meal is a celebration, and every sunset feels like it was painted just for you. The road trip ends, but the memories are just the beginning. If this video inspired you to explore Spain, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We've got more incredible destinations coming your way. Drop a comment below telling us which Spanish city you want to visit most and share your own Spanish travel stories. Until next time, safe travels and remember, the best journeys are the ones that change you.